Hello, everyone, and welcome to your night zero call for Deception Season 2 Trials by Wonderland. Now, 18 of you have been lucky enough to fall down the rabbit hole and help us in our adventure to stop the Red Queen from overtaking our world while competing for power amongst yourselves to see who will hold the title of our season winner. Now, before we get into the game of it all, we are going to go over some housekeeping and go over the rules and give you some other bits of information you will need before the game is to begin. I'm going to hand it over to Jacob, who will be reading the rules for. Go ahead.
Yay, my one use for the night. Let's go. All right, so game rules. First off, no discrimination or hate speech, which includes, but is not limited to, homophobia, transphobia, microaggressions, racism, or anything degrading or negative in this nature. Any behavior will not be tolerated and will be placed under review, and action will be taken accordingly to ensure the fairness and safety of the game and all its competitors. So this is a no-brainer here. Rule number two, you must maintain a level of respect towards your fellow competitors. We all love like a little drama when it comes to the game, but anything outside of that is unjust and unnecessary. So people talking badly about each other, this person's a snake, this person's sneaky, this, that, and the third, that's inherent. That's what we're trying to do, trying to defame others to make ourselves look more flattering on a game perspective. On a personal level, let's not do that. Rule three, if you want an alliance chat to be made, contact production to set it up for you. That alliance will not receive a voice channel until you name it. So when you're suggesting an alliance with me, Benji, Z, y'all ate for that for one, but we will not be able to call until you guys decide on a name. And whenever you do, at production, or if you want to make an alliance chat with a name already in mind, inform us of that as well. Rule four, if you found a loophole, nah, no, you didn't. In other words, if there is a loophole in the game that you find, please bring it to production's attention. Ask clarifying questions. If it's not explicitly said in the rules that you can or cannot do it, assume it's probably not legal to do. But if you want to know for sure, just inform us before doing anything. Rule number five, no withholding cheating. If you know of a player who is cheating and it is revealed that they cheated and you knew, there will be penalties handed out, whether it be strikes or any more extreme measures that we have to take. We take this very seriously. So, especially if you are an accomplice in someone else cheating and withholding information from production, that makes it all the more difficult to make a decision. As well, if you know about rule breaking and you use it as a weapon against the player, you will be punished via Prod's judgment of the situation. Using production in the game's rules as a weapon is not allowed. Rule 6, communication is to be kept through one-on-ones or groups made within the game's Discord chats. My apologies, don't know what that hell it was. Out of fairness for all competitors, whether you are in pre-jury or in the game until the very end, refrain from outside communication about the game until the game is over. We'll also have awards at the end of the season, so the more we see in the chats, the more we understand your game, and the more eligible you could be potentially to receive awards. Like we understand some of y'all might be friends outside of here, and it would be naive of us to believe that you will cut off all communication with each other outside of the game. Understand that. Totally fine. And it's an honor system, but please refrain from having game conversations over there. Y'all can talk about y'all days and whatnot, or whatever you guys choose to talk to. But again, deception stuff stays in the deception server. Next rule, screenshots are not allowed. You may copy and paste messages, but the only place a screenshot will be allowed will be your confessional, whether it be to report something and bring something to our attention, or you're trying to incriminate somebody else of something that they might have said to you. What's a lie? Nextly, again, we prefaced this earlier, but we have to stress this again because people are really ambitious in this community. No cheating. Please do not give answers through DMs or search for answers in any and all competitions unless it is a group challenge where your team can help one another or we explicitly say it is allowed. If you are caught, you will be placed under review and action will be taken accordingly when it comes to your place in the game. We understand how competitive these games could be, but if you have to cheat to win, you will not be winning. Next up, confessionals can be done either in written form or with production if production is available, or you can pre-record your own and submit it in your project. We highly encourage you to do so as to document your journey throughout this game and maybe informing the VL of what the going ons in the game. Next question. Why do I keep saying questions instead of rules? Next rule. If there are any problems, questions, or concerns, please contact production immediately. We will do our best to find a proper solution that fits for everyone and does not compromise anyone's position in the game as best as we can. We will all be coming forward, making a decision collectively as a team. Any decision that we will make will be cautiously thought out and meticulously thought through. This won't be just a reckless decision, and hope you guys can respect whatever decision we come to. We are also here if you need to talk. All of the production members have been on your side of things as persons within the org community. So please understand. So we understand and empathize with how life affects your experience. Something going on in real life that makes you fear or worry about your activity in the game, something in the game that occurred that you just want to vent about and become down off. I or any other member of production, please add us and someone will get to you as quickly as we possibly can. Now about strikes. The reasons for strikes include, but are not limited to, failure to vote, some instances of arguments that get too heated, and others may result in harsher punishments, failure to respect production's decisions in a particular instance regarding the game, repeated abstinence or abstaining from competitions, and it depends on the situation, or failure to compete in the competition with the situation pending. We understand that people's personal obligations affect their ability to compete in a live comp, for example. So you are allowed to abstain from competing in a competition. However, repeated abstaining or failure to notify 45 minutes before the competition may result in a strike at the discretion of production. If you are unable to make it to an eviction, we do ask that you let us know ahead of time and send in a pre-vote. If something comes up last minute, just take that precaution, send in that pre-vote, even if you're like, I probably will make it, not entirely sure. Just always take that precaution. And we'll at you and encourage you throughout the season too, no matter how deep into the game we get. As
I
far as
will
live
add
cup,
that in real quick, Jacob.
hmm,
That also goes for any nominations, whether it be HOH or veto. If you do not happen to be there, just so we have our grounds covered and you so happen to need to take care of anything or it's something that you've already predated production about, that way we do not have to badger you for something that you've already let us know ahead of time and all things.
yeah, absolutely. Same thing with like house guest choice picks. Just whenever it's time for a ceremony, you're not entirely sure if you're going to be there. Please, we'll at you and request you to send in those things. As far as life challenges are concerned, because I just talked about those, polls will be sent for life challenges, and a majority vote will be the consensus of when they will begin. If there are any conflicts with the time agreed upon, message production, and we will see how we can navigate the situation the best, whether we can modify the challenge or we can allow accommodation so that you could do the challenge preemptively, or we will have to further discuss whether it'll be plausible to be done, or we can rearrange the time if so necessary. Prod chat guests, some of you asked beforehand. During the pre-jury, contestants will be allowed to have one prod guest. If you make it to jury, another two guests will be allowed to be added. If they are already in the VL, they're not allowed to be in your prod chat, and guests cannot be in multiple prod chats. So if Benji wants to be in mine's or Z's, no, he can't do that. He has to either settle for boring old me or Z. But all in all, last rule and most important one: please have fun and remember what orgs were built on. We all love these games. We all love this community. We love connecting with others who share the same experience. And while we understand that it is a game, for some people it's not just a game. We forge these genuine and personal bonds with people. We get to share lots of very personal and emotional information. We get that tensions can be high at some points, but we hope that whatever placement you get, whether it be 18th or all the way at first, we hope that you've at least had fun in your Deception Cyber Playground tenure. That good. That is it for the reading and the reviewing of the rules. If anybody has any questions, by all means. Love that. Okay, so that concludes what I have to share, I believe. And then now, I believe I'm passing it back to Benji. Am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, yay.
All right. So now to get into some of the first twist of the small one, but it's a great one. Each round, starting after we crown our HOH, I repeat, This will be activated at the end of the HOH results. You will be allowed to do a little shopping every 24 hours in Hatter's Haberdashery. There will be numbers 1 through 70, and you're allowed to pick one per day. If you miss that day after reset at 12 p.m. Eastern, I'm sorry you have missed out for that day, but again, as it resets, you will be able to go ahead and choose another number. What you find in there, it's up to you. As far as the HOH, it does have a 48-hour limit. It does start on Saturday and will be due by Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern at the latest. So please get it scheduled, get it done. If we get everyone done in early, I will do results. Do we have any questions? Okay. As far as one-on-ones and VCs, we will get you in as quickly and as diligently as possible. For now, that is all the announcements I have for you guys. I also just want to say I'm very fortunate and very happy to have such a kick-ass cast of beautiful faces this season. Being off for a year has really ignited a fire to really bring this game back and see it be better than ever, and to really put my stamp on the greatness that community has given me and to be able to give it back to y'all. So thank you for answering the call and saying yes, first and foremost, and good luck. With that, Jacob, we can go ahead and stop recording.